Salam Sejahtera, I'm Frankie Chan and welcome to the virtual launch of Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022, an annual initiative of the Brunei Tourism Board and the Ministry of Primary Resources and Tourism. Now it's back for the sixth time to give your taste buds a treat, and this year's theme is Pandan Leaves. Gastronomy tourism has evolved to encompass activities beyond the plate, including attending food events and festivals, visiting local markets, taking cooking classes, going on food tours, and learning more about the production of food by visiting farms and producers. Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022 is to celebrate what our beautiful country, Brunei Darussalam, has to offer, as well as to create an awareness on the Bruneian cuisine, providing a unique culinary experience to visitors, and further encourages more eateries to serve Bruneian cuisine and refine the presentation of Bruneian dishes as part of a fine dining experience or at receptions. To begin our event this afternoon, may I invite now Yang Mulia Haji Jaya bin Haji Yahya from the Ministry of Religious Affairs to lead us in the recitation of Surah Al-Fatiha and Dua Selamat.
أستغفر الله العظيم أستغفر الله العظيم أستغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه إلى حضرة سيدنا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وإلى أرواح آبائه وإخوانه من الأنبياء والمرسلين صلوات الله سلام عليه وعليهم أجمعين وعلى كل الصحابة والقرابة والتابعين وتابعهم بإحسان ليوم الدين ثم إلى روح المسلمين والمسلمات والمؤمنين والمؤمنات كافة عامة لهم الفاتحة. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين 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 بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه مباركا عليه كما يحب ربنا ويرضى اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد ذي القدر العظيم وعلى آل النبي الله العظيم وعلى أصحاب العظام اللهم إنا نسألك بأن لك الحمد لا إله إلا أنت الحنان المنان بديع السماوات والأرض ذو الجلال والإكرام يا حي يا قيوم اللهم ألف بين قلوبنا على الخير وأصلح ذات بيننا واهدنا سبل السلام ونجنا من الظلمات إلى النور وجنبنا الفواحش ما ظهر منها وما بطن اللهم رب جبريل وميكائيل وإسرافيل فاطر السماوات والأرض عالم الغيب والشهادة أنت تحكم بين عبادك فيما كانوا فيه يختلفون اهدنا لما اختلف فيه من الحق بإذنك إنك تهدي من تشاء إلى صراط مستقيم اللهم بارك لنا في أسماعنا وأبصارنا وقلوبنا وأزواجنا وأرزاقنا وآرائنا في مجلسنا هذا وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم واجعلنا شاكرين لنعمتك مسنين بها قابلين لها وأتمها علينا اللهم إنا نسألك خير هذا المجلس وبركته أوله وخير ما بعده ونعوذ بك من شره وآفاته أوله وآخره وما بعده اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا اللهم الطب بنا في التيسير كل عسير فإن التيسير كل عسير عليك يسير اللهم طهر قلوبنا من النفاق وأعمالنا من الرياء وألسنتنا من الكذب وأعيننا من الخيانة فإنك تعلم خائنة الأعين وما تخفي الصدور اللهم إنا نسألك بأسمائك الحسنى وصفاتك العظمى وكلمتك التامة أن تلحظ بعين عنايتك ربانية وتحفظ بحفظ وقايتك السمادانية ke bawah duli yang maha mulia Paduka Seri Baginda Sultan Haji Hassanal Bolkiah Muizzuddin wad Daulah Ibni Almarhum Sultan Haji Umar Ali Saifuddin Sa'adul Khairi Waddin Sultan dan yang di-Pertuan Negara Brunei Darussalam Allahumma ahfazu fi nafsihi wa ahlihi wa awladihi wa ra'ayatihi ajma'in Allahumma adimhu mutamatti'an bitulil baqa mutawwajan bitijani sihati wal hana Allahumma atil umrahu muslihan lil muwazzafina wal ra'iyati wal bilad wa balligh maqasidahu li tariqil huda wal rashad Allahumma ja'al mamlakatahu negara Brunei Darussalam ma'muratan bitaqaddumi wassalam wal adli wassalahi wal barakati bainal anam wal rakha'i wal amri wal nasri wasairi bidalil Islam. Allahumma adfa'anna wa an sultanina al bala wal waba wal amrad wal asqam wa azil anna wa anhu syukuka wal awham bimannika wa karamika ya zal jalali wal ikram. Allahumma hdina wa barik lana wa wafiqna li ta'atika ajma'in wa ja'alna hadina muhtadina ghayra dhalin wala mudillin. Allahumma arina haqqa haqqa warzuqna ittiba'ah wa arina al-batila batila warzuqna ijtinabah. Allahumma ja'al jam'ana hadha jam'an marhuma wa tafarruqana min ba'di tafarruqan ma'suma wa la taj'alillahumma fina ولا معنا ولا ما يتبعنا شاقيا ولا محروما ولا مطرودا. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.
We'd now like to cordially invite Yang Mulia Dayang Salina binti Haji Muhammad Saleh, Acting Director of Tourism Development Department, to deliver her welcoming remarks.
Ladies and gentlemen, each year, the Brunei Gastronomy Week aims at promoting Bruneian cuisines by elevating and innovating the presentation of the dishes and to encourage more hotels and restaurants to serve the local cuisines on par with international standards. By organizing this annual event, we aspire to develop talented, experienced, as well as young budding chefs to be more innovative and further heighten the level of skilled personnel within the food and beverage industry, and as well as to support Bruneians who are driven and passionate and want to achieve world-class recognition. This year, several exciting programs have been lined up for Brunei Gastronomy Week. Firstly, a total of 12 hotels and restaurants will participate in the Brunei Gastronomy competition, each providing 3 dishes to be evaluated by professional judges. The theme for Brunei Gastronomy Week this year is Pandan Leaves, whereby the dishes prepared should highlight the use of pandan leaves in their cooking. Secondly, the Tourism Development Department is pleased to have partnered with Radisson Hotel Brunei Darussalam to organize the Taste of Brunei event this year. The Taste of Brunei is an experiential dining showcase of Bruneian products and dishes, which is designed and curated by our very own young local chefs who are passionate about food. A total of 10 budding chefs will take part in Taste of Brunei event, which will be held for 2 nights on the 26th and 27th of February 2022. So don't forget to make your bookings. And finally, the Tourism Development Department is proud to be in partnership with Cloud Street's Restaurant Singapore and the Institute of Brunei Technical Education, IBTE, in organizing the first Brunei Gastronomy Workshop on the 1st of March 2022. The workshop will feature Chef Mark Tai, a Michelin Guide Young Chef Awardee from Cloud Street Restaurants Singapore, who will be the instructor for this workshop. Registration is by invitation only through the Brunei Association of Hotels and IBTE on a first-come, first-served basis, as we are targeting young, aspiring chefs within the industry to further enhance their knowledge and culinary skills. In all of this, the Tourism Development Department has collaborated with several parties, including Radio Television Brunei and Brunei Press Sendirian Berhad, to further promote their signature dishes prepared by participating hotels and restaurants. We have also collaborated with Go Mamam, our official local online delivery vendor, to specially feature restaurants participating in Brunei Gastronomy Week this year on the Go Mamam app, whereby people can now order the food and get them delivered to their doorstep. Inshallah, with your participation and endless support, the Tourism Development Department will continue to improve the Brunei Gastronomy Week by enhancing our existing programs and introducing new initiatives to support and promote our local culinary industry. Before I end my remarks, I would like to express my heartiest congratulations to the 2021 Brunei Gastronomy Award winners. I would also like to thank our event partners and sponsors, namely Institute of Brunei Technical Education, IBTE, Cloud Street Restaurants Singapore, Radisson Hotel Brunei, PDS Abattoir Sendirian Berhad, MC Maju Cold Storage Sendirian Berhad, TGT Sendirian Berhad, farm gate trading, and not forgetting our honorable judges and participants for all of your support and contribution in making the Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022 a success. Also, my sincerest thanks to our guest of honor, Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Setia Awang Haji Ali bin Apong, Minister of Primary Resources and Tourism, for gracing our event this afternoon. Once again, thank you, and we look forward to seeing everyone in joining us to celebrate the Brunei Gastronomy Week. With that, I end with Wabillahi Taufiq wal Hidayah. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Puan Selina. It gives me great pleasure now to cordially invite our guest of honor, Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Setia Awang Haji Ali bin Apong, Minister of Primary Resources and Tourism, to deliver his speech.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon to all. Firstly, I would like to convey my best wishes to the launch of Brunei Gastronomy Week, which is going virtually this year. Alhamdulillah, this is the 6th time Brunei Gastronomy Week has been held, and I fully support the Tourism Development Department in organizing such an event to further promote our local culinary industry. These initiatives coincides with one of the strategic objectives of Tourism Development Department, which is to develop activity-based tourism products at regional and international levels. Events such as the Brunei Gastronomy Week, Brunei December Festival, Brunei Media Conference and Exhibition, and Brunei Flower Show aims to attract visitors and special interest groups to Brunei Darussalam, which will eventually lead to an increase in tourist arrivals that contribute significantly to the growth of the tourism-related economic activities. In the years that Brunei Gastronomy Week has been held, apart from the great food being the focus, I would also like to see more of our local youth go out of their comfort zones, pushing their boundaries and pursuing their career in the culinary industry, not just locally, but also to be well renowned internationally. Alhamdulillah, I noted that a few events have been arranged this year in conjunction with Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022, one of which is the Brunei Gastronomy Workshop, which is the new initiative by Tourism Development Department this year. I would also like to express my heartfelt appreciation to Chef Mark Tai of Cloud Street Restaurant, Singapore, for agreeing to be the instructor for this workshop, and also Institute of Brunei Technical Education, IBTE, for facilitating the workshop virtually. I hope that our local youth will take this opportunity to learn and improve their culinary skills and be more innovative and serious in pursuing a career in the culinary industry. Another event that will be held this year is the Taste of Brunei event, which I experienced last year in 2021 at the Avenue 41, Kiarong. I was amazed by the dishes prepared not just in terms of taste and presentation, but also in their ability to recreate and elevate local cuisine to fine dining standard. I hope this Taste of Brunei event will continue to exceed customers' expectations and gradually increase the demand for fine dining restaurants and cuisines in the future. Ladies and gentlemen, taking into account the current situation of COVID-19 pandemic in the country, may I kindly remind all Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022 participants to ensure compliance with the guidelines and standard operating procedures, SOPs, provided by the Ministry of Health. Restaurant and food providers are also reminded to maintain the highest standards of hygiene and food quality to prevent further spread of COVID-19. Before I end my remarks, I would like to express my congratulations to the recipients of Brunei Gastronomy Award 2021. Our sincerest thanks to Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022 judges, participants, and event partners for your continuous support since 2017. I hope that restaurants will continue to serve and promote local cuisines in their establishments with or without Brunei Gastronomy Week. Last but not least, thank you and congratulations to Tourism Development Department for hosting these events virtually, and I wish everyone the very best and a successful Brunei Gastronomy Week. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Dato'. We now like to call invite our guest of honor, Yang Berhormat Dato' Sri Setia Awang Haji Ali bin Apong, Minister of Primary Resources and Tourism, to officially launch Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022.
With kalimah Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, I now officiate the launch of Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Dato'. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we will now proceed to the presentation of the Brunei Gastronomy Awards 2021. For the starter category, Rizqun International Hotel for their sate lilit dengan sambal mentah dish. Next, for the main course category, Rizqun International Hotel for their Rizqun Gearbox Soup Istimewa dish. And lastly, for the dessert category, Gordiana Cafe and Lounge Mulia Hotel for their Onde Onde Churros and Bubur Cacah Mochi. Our congratulations to Rizqun International Hotel and Gordiana Cafe and Lounge of Mulia Hotel for winning the Brunei Gastronomy Awards 2021. Next is the presentation of certificates to the 12 participants of Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022. IBTE School of Hospitality and Tourism, the Rizqun International Hotel, V Plaza Hotel Brunei, Stoneville Hotel, Wafa Hotel and Apartment, Anjung Saujana Restaurant, Royal Brunei Culinary, Dynasty Restaurant, Royal Brunei Culinary, Nasi Talam Brunei Restaurant, The Melting Pot, Mulia Hotel, A representative to collect on behalf of Eco Ponies Garden. A representative to collect on behalf of Brunei Hotel. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, next up is the presentation of certificates to our 3 judges for Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022. 1. Zainal Abidin Shazali, publisher of Borneo Insider's Guide, Bake Magazine. Haji Nasir bin Dato Paduka Latif, CEO of Brunei Food Awards.
Chef Matthew Burswick, Hospitality Lecturer and Culinary Assessor at Laksamana College of Business.
We'd now like to cordially invite Abdul Muiz bin Haji Untung to collect the certificates on behalf of all the 10 budding chefs today for the Taste of Brunei 2022 from our guest of honor. We will now present the certificate to our instructor for the first ever Brunei Gastronomy Workshop 2022, which will be conducted virtually. His name is Chef Mark Tai, 2021 Michelin Guide Young Chef Awardee, Cloud Street Restaurant from the Republic of Singapore, who will be our instructor for the first ever Brunei Gastronomy Workshop 2022, conducted virtually on the 1st of March 2022. We have come to the end of the virtual launch of Brunei Gastronomy Week 2022. And our sincere appreciation goes out to our guest of honor, Yang Berhormat Datuk Seri Setia Awang Haji Ali bin Apong, Minister of Primary Resources and Tourism, for gracing this afternoon's event. And our appreciation goes out to you and everyone for joining us today. Till next time, Salam Sejahtera.